Hello and welcome back to Unrest Digest. World not ready for the next pandemic, says Bupa Boss. Now, Bupa Boss is not a man, he is a boss of Bupa. That is from the BBC. We have the same thing again from the Metro. Exactly the same. Except they have Bupa Boss warns, says Bupa Boss. Opinion, 2 masks work to prevent COVID. Opinion piece from New York Times. Have they not got the memo? It's over, mate. The Independent. The next pandemic is coming and we're not ready. Oh, that sounds a bit more interesting, doesn't it? So, top scientists. Well, we're going to click this on. We've used the Independent before, haven't we? Bird flu. Dead birds raise fears of next global pandemic. Are we prepared? Apparently not, according to Bupa Boss. The next pandemic could be as infectious as this one, but far more lethal. And make COVID look like a cakewalk. Expert warns. How lovely. The next pandemic is already here. I Fox News. Courtesy of Biden's open borders. That's great. I love it. Now, next, that's pretty horrible, to be fair. That's just great. Let's just read news headlines. Blah, 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 preparing for the next pandemic, felled by a warming world. Will malaria be? It's global warming. What? Warming? Who says COVID? I already clicked that one. Go back. Which one we clicked? We already talked about the open borders, didn't we? I didn't go as far as Fox News went. Should we click on the Bupa Boss guy who looks suspiciously like Jeffrey Epstein? Okay, he doesn't now anymore. That flashes an advert. Because the BBC had to put adverts on their website. After they already take our money. They don't take my money, so I don't know why I'm complaining. They sent me angry letters there, but I don't watch the BBC. Do I have to pay to read the news articles? Governments and healthcare bodies around the world have not learnt the lessons from COVID-19 and are not ready for another pandemic. According to the boss of private healthcare firm Bupa, we might face another pandemic soon. It was in brackets, so that's why I did it like that. Inaki Areno said, it's got little squigglies on the ends. Hospitals must be ready to treat infected and non-infected people separately. Mr. Areno told the BBC. So his name is Inaki Areno. I'm probably going to get a strike for this video now, just for that poor pronunciation. Probably say it's racist. In the UK, the unprecedented number of hospital admissions caused by COVID-19 put the NHS under severe strain. No, it didn't. It didn't. There was lots of dancing. I went to the hospital. There's nobody there. The pandemic will begin. The hospitals, there will be no one there. I don't think anyone's going to get that reference anyway. I think that's a SpongeBob reference. Not the you know what I mean. The main question is, I've derailed this. The main question is, have we all around the world learned a lot? Sorry, I'm not quoting this guy. He can't speak properly, and neither can I. Countries need to consider how to minimize disruption to routine healthcare in any future pandemic, he believes. It's not, so it's something that cannot happen again. We cannot stop the normal delivery of healthcare. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't even know what's going on anymore. The planning was not good. We cannot empty the hospitals and the clinics just for disease like COVID. What do you mean, like you did during COVID? And allow people who are going through very severe episodes to stay at home. Bupa offers private healthcare insurance to 24 million customers globally. It has 82,000 employees and has a turnover of £14 billion last year. I once cleaned the offices for a Bupa. Bloody messy, because honestly, crumbs just everywhere. I don't think that's very healthy for people. These people working for Bupa should know better. Try saying that when you're drunk. I'll never have to because I've given up alcohol and cigarettes, actually. Go me. Woo! Fireworks. It also runs its own clinics and hospitals such as Cromwell Hospital in London. In some countries like Spain, its hospitals will be used for treatment of COVID patients. More than half of Spanish hospitals are privately run. Mr. Ereño believes hospitals need to be ready to be segregated. Oh, careful. Or alternatively, what a racist. Separate hospitals could be designated for treating infected people in the future pandemic. Oh, cool. That makes sense, you know? Have a hospital just for the COVID people. In fact, I remember it was on TV, actually, during the pandemic. There was a bloke walking around the wards, and he was like, out of these 8 people, 5 of them have COVID-19. And they were just all in the same room together. I can't fact check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Or I remember it was like in Parliament or something, and a bloke's doing it, he's talking, and he's like red cheeks, and he's going, sorry, I've got COVID, but I must finish what I'm saying. This was like, bro, somebody get that guy out of there. Like, Jesus, if COVID's as bad as everyone says, was it? Oh, there's so many videos that we could go to though from that time, and clips and silly headlines and all of that. Making sure hospitals in the UK are better prepared for future pandemic is a good idea, but maybe hard to implement, says Paul Elkington, Professor of Respiratory Medicine at Southampton University. Another pandemic is inevitable, he says, but since COVID-19, the NHS has been hit by a sequence of challenges, including staff striking across the sector. Ukraine war was creating supply chain disruptions and high energy costs. With all these day-to-day issues, it's very hard the NHS manages to focus on the next pandemic. I'm sure they could just do what they've done before to save on energy costs, and that's to heat the hospital with aborted children. That's not a joke, they did that. It's what your taxpayer funds, that's what it funds. He says investment would be needed to modify buildings to have things like clean entrances. Is that it? For non-infectious people. Oh, while private healthcare, I read that as like white. You know, these people are always trying to drop raisins and everything. Not me. Providers stepped in during the pandemic to help clear non-urgent care waiting lists. This is not ultimately sustainable, says Professor Elkington. Mr. Ereño, that's a question. You got to do the thing with your eyebrow, like Ereño, you know, because it's got that squiggly line over the end. See, I can't. Can I do it? Raise one eyebrow? No, I can't do it. Like that, yeah. Ereño, like, I'm gonna stop. You know what I was getting at. Do we have already all the protective equipment? No, China's stolen it. We need in every country, in brackets. Are they adding things into his quote? Ready in just in case there is another pandemic. My guess is that not in every place. It's not happening as it should be. But we have the protective equipment that we need for our people. In brackets, in Bupa. Oh my God. I'm not going to read all that. It got really boring. There's the ill-looking Dara Breen again. Anyway, please like the comments and share the subscribes. Rumble on the checkouts. And I will be back another time. Cheers, guys.